Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody, good evening, good evening. Now I'm getting ready for part two of my one of my weekly interview sessions of Mr. Rick's Place. And on this session, we interview a lot of up and coming and young and talented musicians, poets, actors, actresses, comedians, mostly anybody that's involved in show business, this acting so far anywhere. So right now I have a guest, and I believe her name is Cashunda Nicholson Gilbert. And do you mind introducing yourself to us right now? Oh no, turn on your voice a little bit. No problem.
My,
Nope.
my name is Cashunda Gilbert.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So now, what I do, I ask for like basically beginning to how you started off in high school and college, and some of the ways you got into profession that you're interested to right now. So basically, what part of town you born in, where you born in, whatever.
I'm from Marianna, Arkansas. That's where I was born. And I'm currently living in Dallas, Texas. I went to high school here in Dallas, Texas. And I started King Legend Entertainment Group about, April 2014. I initially started wanting to just write stage plays, but I'd never done it before. I was looking for other people to assist me in my journey. I've been writing songs and poetry forever, so it was definitely something I was interested in. Once I got the format and everything together, then I decided I can do it on my own. So like I said, I started King Legend Entertainment Group April 2014, and I've been operating since, doing stage plays, writing songs. I sing, I act. I do the casting for all of the stage plays and all of the short films as well.
Short things. Okay. Now, can you give us like a little example of just name some names and some works you've done?
Yeah. Cheating in the Next Room is one of the stage plays that was put on here in Grand Prairie, Texas. That went on, we did that 3 times. Did On the Outside Looking In once as a stage play. And then we filmed that one, so that's a short film as well. Um, Here recently, we're putting out a web series that I created called Hitters. And it's going to go live starting September 30th at 7 o'clock on YouTube.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the topics that you really write about and quote from?
Um, I definitely try to mix a lot of real life situations of my own in on the with the stage plays and the web series. That's just, those aren't true stories at all. It was just some ideas that we sat around and thought of, and that's what we based those off of.
Okay. Now, whenever you say you get a idea for, I know like I'm a songwriter and I write songs and I've been playing music for years. And some things was going on in life, and kind of like it's real personal to me, and sometimes I have ability to basically start writing songs about the basically some things I'm going through.
Yeah.
And do you have a do you have something like a knack in order to find yourself that you kind of catching yourself, you kind of writing close to home about some of the things you're talking about?
Only when I do my songs, you know, I those are very personal if they're for me. If I'm writing for someone else, because I do ghostwriting as well, if I do that, then a lot of times I'll sit with the individual and we'll have a consultation about pretty much how they're feeling about what they want to write, and And then I'll ask them questions and we go from there. And then I can pretty much write them a song in about an hour.
Okay, now you say you own a production company now, and
Yes.
I know it takes a lot of capital to run a production company because you have to have a lot of money to pay the cast writers, the screen workers, some of the workers around them, the stage hands and stuff like that. And what did it take for you to get this together like this? What did you basically did you I mean, sometimes I believe, I wanted to start like a recording studio. And I talked to some of these people, and they told me that I need to have some, what do you call it, interest, something I could put up a collateral. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. And I said, man, I'm just trying. Well, that don't seem comfortable to us. Yeah, come back when you get a little bit bored. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any silent backers? That's what I'm trying to say. Most of the time, people that's really putting influx inside their companies, and at the same time, they just rather be a silent power. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't have any silent backers or anything like that. I work a regular job, and I save up my money. Every person that works with me, thank God, I'm just able to pay them. My stage hands, I'm able to pay them. I pretty much save up the money, and like if I'm doing it at a theater, I'll pay off the theater. That way, the only thing that I'd have to do is just pay my actors or actresses and stage hands the day of the show. I don't have any silent partners, any backers. I don't have any investors. I want to say that a lot of people just kind of pretty much look at what I do, and I think that they just think I'm not the one that does it. I am the CEO and owner of King Legend Entertainment Group, and a lot of times they would much rather talk to a male. So it's like they'll grab one of the males around me or that are affiliated with the company and talk to them about business. But yeah, I do not have any investors. Everything that I've done, every show that I've put on, I saved up the money, paid for it myself, paid the actors, paid everybody, paid for production. And I mean, anything else as far as like casting and things like that I do. Directing, I'll do it. If I'm not doing it, I'll pay somebody to do it. But it's pretty much from the work that I've done.
Okay, now how about the songwriting aspect of it? Do you handle the music? You writing the tunes and the songs and handle all the musicians? Or is it live musicians or just what they call it, channel music through records and stuff? But you have a pit crew to a band. That's what I'm trying to say. Most times the musicians are in front while the actors on stage. You hire a lot of musicians in town.
Are you asking me about the musicians?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And if I pay the musicians?
Do you hire a lot of musicians around this area?
Yeah. A lot of times what I'll do as a regular person is prior to COVID-19 is I would go to live sessions and karaoke and just kind of sit back in the crowd and watch different performers and trying to go back and visit with them a few times. And if they catch my eye, then I'll go back again and have a conversation with them in regards to working on whatever project that I'm doing. If it's a stage play, a lot of times we will go and look for full bands or we'll pull pieces and we'll put the bands together. Yeah. And they'll either, sometimes I'll run into a composer that is looking for singers or that's looking for work. And those are the people that I'll just grab up. Or, a lot of times if I have something immediate immediately, I'll reach out to certain artists or certain musicians and let them know, hey, I need a saxophone player, or, you know, or whatever I need. I do have a list of saxophone players, musicians that I keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I go to them when I need them.
Yeah, I mostly all know all the saxophone players around here in town. Okay, now, whenever this pandemic situation is over with, and when everything goes out to be back to normal, and people can start gathering around each other, and what do you plan to do in the future with some of your ideas and stuff you got? I heard just a while ago you said you were like a ghostwriter, and
Yeah,
a ghostwriter is like a person that just gives them it's a writing, and you kind of interpret what they really want to put on paper, right?
yeah, that's what I do in the form of like a consultation. You know, I'll sit down with them and talk to them and ask them, well, what do you want people to feel about the product that you're trying to put out? You know, give me 5 words that describe how you're feeling about what you want to write about, things of that nature. Um, and you know, maybe I'll ask them to talk about a certain situation where they were in love. If they said, hey, I want to write a love song. Oh, well, tell me about when you were in love. You know, how did that affect you? How did it begin? How did it end? You know, how did you feel emotionally? And I'll draw, you know, pull that, and from there I can pretty much write a song.
You know, that's one of the questions when I tried to ask you, first about your beginnings. We all have humble beginnings, but when you were a young child, did you have these talents? Or did you have these skills that you have now? I know all of it started like being a musician. I started off being a little kid playing in the band and then writing
Yeah,
stuff down. And I'm thinking maybe artists and writers maybe do that. They keep a journal, right?
yeah. I love to sing. I've been singing and performing since I was like 5. You know, on stage and in little stage plays. I started with just pretty much writing poetry as a kid. And then I realized from there, oh, well, you know, if I make this a story for the beginning, a middle, and an end, I can make a song. Because then I enjoy singing as well. Um, I enjoy reading and reenacting certain, you know, movies and things like that as a child. And I want to say, you know, a lot of times people just have that gift at an early age. And I mean, in high school, I didn't do any stage plays. In high school, I sang in the choir and I ran track, you know. Theater wasn't my thing then. And I think it was just more so of the fact that I wanted to be in control of it. Like I would have liked to write a play then instead of, you know, performing Macbeth. Yeah.
And, we were talking about we call it, I got the bug for it. I knew at an early age, it was just something about me wanting to play music and play a trumpet, and just something
Yeah.
every time I seen it, I just wanted to play it. So I guess it would be the same thing about somebody wanting to write something. You just start writing stuff and you write it down. You keeping books and journals until somebody might come to you one day and say, you write plays and show it to me. And they look at it and they say, I like it, I like it. And then you go to somebody else and say they like it too. So I guess it's kind of like a contagious thing. Basically, you gotta have a father, and that's in everything, like being in a band. You
Yeah.
gotta have people that have favor with you and have I believe they have faith in you in order to stay with you and in order to support you. We call them supporters. Yeah. And so and I know that in this area we have a lot of we've been having a lot of Tyler Perry plays and stuff written and running around and stuff. Do you really feel like you kind of, in competition with him, or do you ever feel threatened about you might, something you might, something you might write be a little bit too much compared to what he has already done and things like that? I'm just being real because I know sometimes
Oh.
you write songs,
Hmm.
we try to figure out am I writing something that has never been done before? Does
Right.
it sound like somebody else has doing? Is it gonna be kind of like clash? We call it clash. Will it clash with what somebody has already done? So I just let
Right.
you know.
Well, that's never my fear because I mean, nobody else is in my head, you know. Most of the things that I come up with, they're already in my head, you know. And it's just the part of me sitting down and actually typing it out. It's I want to say it's a gift from God, you know. Occasionally I'll sit and I'll think of a situation and it and the words just keep coming, you know, the stories will keep coming. And yeah, so that's what I do. I don't ever worry about being in competition with anybody because, like I said, nobody's in my head.
Now, what do you really like to bring up? Well, what really interests you? I have never seen you plays. Now, I know you called one. I think I heard it on the radio a couple of months ago. What
Heating in the next room.
Yeah, I heard it on the
Yeah,
radio.
Michael Sean did one of those plays with us, and he was in there.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we did have that one, and then on the outside looking in, we had that one as well.
Yeah. So, as we close up a little bit, I know I asked a little questions, and some, they kind of challenging questions, but I believe that it's one way that when I started writing out these questions, and I asked started doing interviews, I wanted to see if I could get the people around here in the Dallas area to be kind of known because we have all kind of media devices and internet, and and basically you look up and you don't really get to know a person, what they can do and what they like, or what are their dislikes, or what are some of the challenges, some of the things what they're going through, or some of the things they haven't been going through. You know what I'm saying? And we all human, and I believe that everybody should basically open up a little bit. I do a lot of concerts and stuff when I was playing bands, and a lot of musicians don't like to really open up about themselves because you know this instrument that we play or we do is mostly like their voice, and it starts back in high school. A lot of introverts and extroverts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most musicians they not real good talkers, and I'm kind of like that too. I have a speech problem, and since I've been doing this, I'm kind of learning how to use certain words. I'm very intelligent, but at the same time, when I get to talking, especially when I'm talking to women, sometimes I get kind of nervous. I know it shouldn't be like that, but I'm just like that. But anyway, we need to have a vehicle that we can basically say like one on one. This is your time for you to express yourself and tell everybody what I like, what I don't like, what I'm going through, what are some of my projects for next year or whenever it's going to happen. And we can basically have it like a challenge where we can all relate to each other and identify who can do what and what can do what instead of just. I know you said this a while ago you got a big list of musicians and stuff on there, which I got one too. But sometimes people basically they have I would say like it's like a facade. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
Hmm.
know whether you don't felt it in Dallas a lot when we got a lot of people that really want to be I don't know how to say it right now. They want to be the number one. They want to be the thing. I'll put it like that. And everything you say to me, you can't say nothing to me because I know I'm the X. You know what I'm saying? I put it like that. And something then it get to be like sometimes people can't really get along with them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being real. That's why one of the reasons why I really made this show. I can never be for real because I have this persona about me that I really don't get along with people. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really want to be accepted, but I don't know how to come across with telling folks, oh man, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I put it like that. I need somebody to vent to and talk to, which we all do. We all need somebody to talk to. You know, if you look at the world today and you look at a lot of these musicians and you see a lot of people right now, I'll give you a good example. Like you see how Kanye West is, he's going through a lot of changes and he's saying a lot of things, and maybe 20 years ago, he really needs somebody to talk to and tell him about what he was going through, but at the same time, he wanted to be with the #1 rap singer in America, and he really didn't want to, tell nobody, man, I got a mental problem. I need somebody to help me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and until we really understand the human mind and about things we all go to, our race, as me as being black people, we'll never be able to, pull together. I put it like pull together as being a group that we all have talent, and the only way we can work with each other, we help each other, and we challenge each other, and we help each other in our careers that we have, instead of fighting each other, worrying about pulling apart, and I'm the best #1, and you know what I'm saying? And I know you asked you this question this while ago about being in Mr. Stage writing guy, but sometimes it's like that, people want to be the #1 this and #1, and they kind of forget about where they were before they came up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And then when things start happening, you want everybody to identify you, or I need somebody to help me. But where were you 10 to 12 years ago?
Right.
When you was all that. I put it like that.
Yeah.
And so, I know I'm kind of blunt when I'm saying a lot of these things, but I'm just like that, man. The other day I had an encounter with a friend of mine. And I called him, and he called me back one morning. He told me to call him back, and then when I did, he cussed me out and insulted me on the telephone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I told him don't call him that time of morning like that. So I just chalked it up, because #1, I know you never know what people going through.
Right.
And like I'm saying it on every one of my interviews, the same people you see coming up. Same one you're gonna see going down. I live just like that. Maybe you write a song, you write a play about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going up, you riding around in your big limousines, and people, shaking your hands. One day something might happen. You never know what might happen. You have to ask the same folks that came to your car and beg you for some money to help you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that, And
right.
We see it right now with this pandemic, and everybody's in the house, shut all in. I saw one guy last week where he was saying, man, I need some work, man. I need some work.
Yeah.
What you got? He didn't call me in about 10 years. Wow. So it's like that, man. And I wish you great success in what you're doing. And I got a couple of songs, and I need a ghostwriter. I need somebody to help me write some lyrics. And if you do that, I'm willing to work with you, man. Because I'm not too good in writing lyrics. I can play the music, but I can't write the words too much.
I can help you.
I appreciate that. So right now, I want you to give us some numbers and give us some call-in numbers, some code numbers, or whatever you need to do to let everybody be able to get in contact with you.
Okay. Well, I do have a website. It's kinglegendentertainmentgroup.com. Contact information is on the website. You can reach me at 469-616-4192. The alternate number is 214-664-0316. My email address, if you want to send any music or headshots or video reels, my email address is kinglegend, ENT, like entertainment, the number 1, CEO @gmail.com.
All right, gotcha. All right, it's been a very interesting interview today, Cashunda. I really appreciate you getting back in touch with me, like I said, if you would know anybody else that wants to be interviewed, anybody that wants to try to lay it out on the line, and just
Yeah.
that's kind of referring me to somebody. Today I did Mr. Trombone player, his name, Mr. Turl.
Okay.
Reggie Turl. And I've been knowing him a long time, and he's a real excellent trombonist.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether have you ever been to the Free Man downtown?
Oh, yes. I've picked up a few people there.
Man,
I love it. I love it. I love the atmosphere. The energy is amazing there, and the food is just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you talking today with me, and if there's anything I can do for you, please give me a call, and later on I'll call you back about some songs I'm trying to write. So right
All
now,
right.
I'd like to give my shout out to Miss Cashunda Nicholson Gilbert, a playwright.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, brother. You keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
All right. Bye-bye.